Are you trying to navigate the complexities of our ever-changing real estate landscape here in North Metro Atlanta? Let's dig into the opportunities and challenges alike that lie ahead for home buyers and sellers. You may find this video is a smidge longer than my previous monthly market updates. That's just because the housing market in North Metro Atlanta is doing some pretty interesting things that I wanted to discuss in detail. So stick with me to the end to get the market insight I know you're curious about. We're well into May, which means April numbers have been tabulated. I pull all my stats from Georgia MLS for Gwinnett, Hall, Forsyth, and North Fulton counties so we can look at year-over-year trends impacting the housing market. So checking out our year-over-year statistics, there's not much change in the average sales price, which is really interesting that there's a minimal, less than 1% decline. However, when we look at our new listings being down over 20%, our number of pendings being down over 25%, it's no surprise that our closings then are off by over 20%. The two numbers that have gone up, the actives have gone up slightly, a little over 5%, but more significantly, average days on market has changed dramatically from where we were a year ago. It's more than doubled from 16 days on market to 36 days on market. So, those are just some very interesting statistics and really do back up our low inventory. So now looking at just month over month from March of 2023 to April, these are some interesting numbers as well. Oddly enough, who would have guessed that our average sales price would begin to creep up a little bit? Not quite 5%, but getting close. But you can still see that month over month, it's unusual for March to have a decline in new listings, number of active listings, and then over 10% decline month over month for pendings. So no surprise, our closings are off by 10% from one month to the next. But here again, it's our ever-changing market. Our average days on market has improved a little bit from 43 in March to 36 in April. Just tells me buyers are out there and our inventory is low and people are looking for the right house. To recap that, inventory is of course down year over year. We've been seeing that trend for a while, but it's also down from month to month, March to April, when spring is historically when inventory picks up. At the same time, month over month sales price is up and days on market is going down, meaning there's still fierce demand for a limited number of homes. What I see in these figures is that buyers and sellers are in a bit of a standoff that is moving very slowly, like glacially slow. Demand is slowing due to economic uncertainty, and existing homeowners are holding tight to their sub 4% interest rates rather than selling and moving. But the supply is still significantly lower than that low demand, which is shown in the short average days on market and steady average home prices. Now, let's talk a little more specifically about what the current market means for buyers and sellers. As the housing market continues to change, you may be wondering where it'll go from here. One factor you're probably thinking about is home prices, which have stabilized since they peaked last June. And you've likely heard something in the news or on social media about a price crash on the horizon. As a result, you may be holding off on buying a home until prices drop significantly. But that's not the best strategy. According to a recent survey from Zonda, 53% of millennials are still renting right now because they're waiting for home prices to come down. But believe it or not, the most recent data shows that home prices appear to have bottomed out and are now on the rise again, like we just looked at from March to April in our area. Selma Hepp, chief economist at CoreLogic, reports U.S. home prices rose by 0.8% in February, indicating that prices in most markets have already bottomed out. And the latest data from Black Knight shows the same shift. So, should you keep waiting to buy a home until prices come down? If you factor in what the experts are saying, you probably shouldn't. The data shows prices are increasing in much of the country, not decreasing. And the latest data from the Home Price Expectation Survey indicates that experts project home prices will rise steadily and return to more normal levels of appreciation after 2023. And what I mean by normal appreciation is that the average is 1 to 4% per year. The best way to understand what home values are doing in your area is to work with a local real estate professional who can give you the latest insights and expert advice. But if you're still on the fence, let's talk about a few reasons why waiting for home prices to drop may not be the best strategy. Reason one, waiting can cost you money. Let's assume you've been waiting for the past year for home prices to drop. In the meantime, in this past year, interest rates have gone up and home prices have increased. The Fed just raised rates again 1/4 point, and there are talks that they are going to hit the pause button after 10 increases in a row. But they really do have quite a puzzle on their hands, factoring in inflation and unemployment rates. So it's completely understandable to be uncertain about where rates are headed next. Reason number two, home values are still rising. As we just looked at, home prices remain stable, no crash in sight, and are even increasing in some areas. So if you're waiting for a significant drop, you may be waiting for a long time. Reason number three, real estate is cyclical. Real estate is cyclical, meaning it goes through phases of ups and downs. But on average, home values have gone up over time. So if you wait for prices to drop, keep in mind that the market will eventually recover and enter back into its normal appreciation cycle. If you're waiting to buy a home until prices come down, you may want to reconsider. Work with an agent to make sure you understand what's happening in your local housing market. And instead of trying to time the market, take a good hard look at what your needs are and assess your options to meet those needs. Now, my dear sellers, those who are wanting to sell their home but fear the uncertainty, here are a few reasons you shouldn't be trying to time the market and you should consider selling in today's market. Inventory is low. Here I am being a broken record again, but it is truly astonishing at what a severe shortage of homes for sale we're experiencing. We are still under 6 months inventory of homes for sale, which means it's still a seller's market because the supply is low. That means your house will stand out. Multiple offers are on the rise. Buyers are competing over the limited supply of homes for sale, so you may get multiple offers on your house. Now, an important subpoint to this is price. Work with a local real estate agent to understand the market conditions in your immediate area from recent months. You do not want to comp from 6 months ago, setting your expectations for today's market. While competition is still fierce for buyers, they are not stumbling over themselves, clamoring to win a house like they were when they had a 3.5% interest rate last year. We are no longer seeing exorbitant overlist offers and appraisal gaps nearly as often in today's market. Because of the increased interest rate, buyers are more sensitive to sticking to market pricing. Lastly, your equity can fuel your move. Most homeowners have a lot of equity right now. Over 2/3 of homeowners either own the home free and clear or have it mortgaged with more than 50% equity. The current market conditions present a unique opportunity for those considering selling their homes. Don't let uncertainty hold you back. Embrace the opportunities available in today's market and trust in the expertise of a local real estate professional to guide you through a successful selling process. I hope this video has given you an insightful look into the North Metro Atlanta housing market of today. My goal is always to equip you with the necessary knowledge to make the right choices. Remember, the key to success in this ever evolving market is staying informed and making well researched decisions. So, whether you're a first time home buyer or an experienced investor, I encourage you to keep exploring, ask questions, and engage with local professionals to ensure a smooth and rewarding experience. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more up-to-date information on the housing market and real estate trends in North Metro Atlanta and beyond. I'm Cindy Bunch with the Bunch team at Keller Williams, and we want to set you up for home buying and selling success.